Hi, Dr. Danny Scarhill here, the founder of the webinar chiropractor.com, and I'm here with Dr. Camilla Ellis today, who's going to share a few clinical pearls of wisdom with us. How are you doing today, Camilla?
Yeah, good, thanks, Danny.
Nice one. So, a couple of questions I get asked all the time by my subscribers would be, how do I get more new patients? And when I get them, how do I retain them?
Yeah, well, every chiropractor wants to know the answer to that question. And one of the things I would say about getting new clients into your practice is there's different angles that you need to look at.
Yeah.
One is you can do external marketing.
Yeah.
The other one is doing internal stuff. Now, everyone sometimes has to start with external marketing to start getting going. But what I find is that the more internal stuff that I do, the better referrals I end up getting. And of course, referral clients are your best clients as well.
Yeah.
So one way that I do that is to give them, when they come into the clinic, they get so much information. They see me as such an expert in the area that I work in, that they know that I can do a lot more than just adjust someone's spine, and that's all I can fix is a bad back or a neck. But I tell them all the different things that I can do. So in some ways, every time I'm with a client, I'm kind of doing a little bit of a sales speech.
Yeah.
I'm kind of telling them, that, oh, you've got a sore ankle. Oh, did you go over on that? Oh, yeah, I see that that's out of alignment. Let me fix that. Oh, you fix ankles? Yeah, I do. And so it's just starting doing that and being more involved with the client as well. Asking them questions about making them feel really special, and asking them questions about what's going on in their life and also what's going on for them health-wise as well, and giving them answers to the solutions. To give someone a solution to something that they weren't even thinking about or thinking that they had a problem with is one of the biggest sales ways that you can do it.
Yeah.
And if anyone ever mentions a friend or something of this and that, follow it up. Absolutely follow it up. Don't just go, yeah, I can help them. Really follow it. So who's this person, and how can we help them or facilitate them coming into the clinic? Are there any obstacles that are holding them back? And finding a solution to any obstacles that they actually have as well.
Excellent stuff.
And then retention.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me personally, and everyone has a different style, but my idea of retention is they want to get better. Okay, so you've really got to make sure that they're getting the results that they want and finding out what their goal is. Sometimes you'll be surprised at what people's goals are, and sometimes as a chiropractor you can overlook their goal because your goal is you want to get rid of the subluxation. But it's really about finding out what their goal is and then what you can do to help that.
Yeah.
And then I also find by just supporting them in every way that I can and giving value.
Yeah.
So, every time they come in, they get a little slip of information about what they can do to improve their life. I run different workshops within the clinic. I have different speakers that come into the clinic as well, and I give all that to them for free. And the different health workshops are on nutrition, on how to reduce stress, all of those things. So they see it as a resource centre.
Yeah.
They don't see it as I come and get a subluxated removed. They see it as a resource centre, and I just keep building on that.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
Nice one. So you sort of over the years have niched yourself into the area of nutrition and sort of interwoven it together with chiropractic. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that all chiropractors need to have their own niche.
Yeah.
So that you stand out from another chiropractor. If you're just a subluxation technician, you're not going to stand out from anyone else. People come to me from far away because I do applied kinesiology, and actually funny, a girl was referred to me because the chiropractor where she used to be referred her to me because I was an expert in adjusting dancers.
Okay.
Now, I didn't know I was, but there was an article written about me because I do adjust a few dancers. So there was an article written about me in a dance magazine.
Yeah.
So whether or not that ended up having an effect. But so it is important to actually niche yourself. So my niche is in nutrition because that's what inspires me. But your niche can be in orthotics or inner soles or something like that. Your niche could be in emotions and how it affects. Your niche could be with golfers. Your niche could be with tennis players.
Yeah.
Start to work out, and the best way to do that is have a look at your patient base and have a look at how many people, or the number of people that see you for the most type of condition. So if you end up finding that you end up having a lot of golfers on your patient base because one client said something to someone at a golf course and then everyone ended up coming to you, go for that niche. Really niche yourself down. I've forgotten his name, there's a chiropractor in Australia that niched himself in tennis and ended up working for the Australian tennis team because he niched himself that way.
Yeah.
You know, you niche yourself, that's what I think. So mine's nutrition.
Yeah.
And that's because that's what I'm passionate about, really.
Excellent. That's brilliant, that. I mean, because realistically, we know there's probably way too many chiropractors out there who are generalists.
Yeah.
So if you don't specify exactly who you want, you're not going to get the people that you want, really, are you?
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes my clients are really concerned about moving away from me, like if they have to leave the country or whatever, they're like, oh, but how am I going to do this? Because you pick up that, you know, I'm being sensitive to eating this or I'm sensitive to that, and when we get rid of that, then my spine is so much better.
Yeah.
So their thought of them going to a chiropractor that is just an adjustment subluxation chiropractor that doesn't include these different things, they can start to get concerned because they've seen, or that I've shown them how it does actually all interconnect. Not that you want your clients to be afraid to go to any other chiropractor, but you know, they won't move away from you because you give them that extra bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going the extra mile, so to speak.
Going the extra mile, just giving them value. Value.
I like it. Very, very
Not
good.
time, value.
Yeah.
Because as a chiropractor, we want to keep moving with our adjustments. So that we can see, you know, as many people as we can. So it's not time, it's value that you give. Yeah.
That's a key distinction, really, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. And don't think because you spend longer with them that you're giving them more value. That just doesn't happen. Work out of 2 rooms, move from one to the next, and you'll find that you really do spend the same amount of time as someone who sees someone for 10 to 15 minutes in one room. Time, actually have a look at time, how long it takes for someone to walk from the reception area into the room, takes their shoes and coat off or whatever it is, has their chit chat to you, puts it all back on and then walks out. You'll find that they took at least 5 to 10 minutes just to do that. So the actual specific adjustment really was only 5 minutes. So get your time down.
Yes. Agreed.
Get your time down, have rooms and you know, but you know, I suppose the other thing as well when you're talking about retention is your intention. Every time you're with someone, you've got to have your intention on them, so that even though you might be spending 5 minutes, it feels like 10 because you were so focused on what you were doing with them. And that's really important. So if you don't have intention and you're doing 5-minute appointments or even 2-minute ones, then they're not going to feel valued and they're not going to feel like you wanted them there. Make them feel special.
Yeah,
that's another one, isn't it? Make them feel special. Like, funny enough, my CAs get a little bit annoyed about how the clients come in and they think that it's like it's their own home and they can come in and do what they want. And actually, I do have it that way because I want them to feel like it's their home, that this is an inviting environment and that they're part of a big family.
That's very cool. I like it.
That's another one, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've shared some absolutely fantastic clinical pearls and revelations. Thank you so much for taking out some time to share this wisdom with my subscribers, Camilla.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
See you later.
You've been listening to Dr. Danny Scarhill, the founder of the webinar chiropractor.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon.